A game I used to play on the Super Nintendo when I was very little was Toy Story. Thinking back, I thought this was only hard because I was young. But no, the game is bullshit. What asshats thought this was okay for kids? The difficulty in this game is fucking terrible. I think they went too overboard with a challenge. Thing is, there is a difference between challenging and freaking impossible. So anyways, let the review begin. Press start and you hear a nice yeehaw from Woody. Yeehaw! Oh, I bet. First off, I want to bring up the options menu as it's very important to talk about. There's the button controls to swap jump and whip, but that's not the problem. It's the next set of options to set the difficulty. I say that loosely because you barely change a damn thing other than how many lives you start with. The difficulty sheriff is the normal difficulty. I can't believe there's a difficulty setting anyways. But like I said before, you don't even change it, you just survive. The last setting is basically turning off story cutscenes. They could be nice to look at, but if you're impatient, just turn them off honestly. They're just images from the movie, you might as well just watch the dang movie. Though knowing game interpretations, they usually change the story a bit. Though not too much. There is another option to put passwords, but it's not in the USA version, which is really unfair in what is already an unfair game. Right after cutscenes and before you get into the level, you get brief info about the level, some giving hints in an etch and sketch, which is actually pretty neat. The first couple of levels take place in Andy's room, and they are the levels you play the most really. Trust me on that. Some enemies like this train can be whipped, but not killed. It only temporarily stops them and planes for only a short amount of time. The goal of this level is to open up the army toy box, bring them down the walkie-talkie, and you go touch the other one. That's it. This is what it looks like completing a level. Woody does a little dance when you collect a certain amount of stars. You get a 1-up or a 1 health. Second level is rounding up the toys before Andy gets back. The first couple to find, such as Ham, Rex, and Robot, they go into the toy box. After all toys are in place, you go on top of the bed. Third level is an obstacle course to show off against Buzz. This is where things start heating up. But it's not up to the bullshit level yet. This is more of a challenge, but a fun level. This is more of a challenge, but fun level. The music is very good. Have a listen. Anyways, basically you're just trying to get to the end of the level as Buzz trolls you with his skills as he jumps across the screen. Seriously, what a space cop. You can also use the whip to swing across, but you have to be a slight distance away for your string to be in contact. So it has to be pixel perfect. If you fuck that up, you're dead. That right there is a 1-up. Guess how many of these you'll come across? Guess how many? It is a kid's game after all. I would put about like 10. No, to give you about 2. 2. Who decided this? Yeah, this one in the opening and another secretly hidden in a really hard level. We'll get to that one eventually. But moving on, you can gain 1-ups by collecting stars, but they won't register until you beat the level. Not even health comes that easy. That's because the issue with this game, you don't get it easy with health or continues, and if it did, this game would be a bit more tolerable. But no, we just have to memorize and play and die and play and die. If you get enough, you get a 1-up or a single piece of health back. Yeah, your health doesn't replenish when entering a new level. How does that feel? Checkpoints? There are no checkpoints. Just kidding, there's checkpoints. But later on, they are very far to get, and it's not easy. Health comes in the form of stars as well, but they are slightly bigger and spin horizontally. But again, they don't appear often. Hitboxes in this game are very unforgiving. I'll explain more of that later. First boss is a giant Buzz that shoots actual lasers. He has a force field, which is basically these orb fireball looking things. Hit all of them and Buzz is vulnerable. Every time Buzz appears, he shoots a laser, then vanishes and appears again. When his force field is down, hit him while he's typing in his arm. Best to attack him is mid-jump because for some reason it won't work while you're standing. Of course, why not? Why not make it harder for us? In this level, you control RC car trying to bump Buzz. Every time you bump him, you knock a battery out of him. The controls are okay. Gotta use left or right to turn, it's adaptable, but be careful going fast. You can bump into walls and end up wasting your energy. If the energy goes out, you lose. Level 6 is trying to get Rex. This and the next level involves Rex helping you. Unsure why, in the movie he also tries to attack Woody, but I guess they didn't follow the movie all the way, I don't know. In this one you have to find a way around obstacles Rex can pass through, so he doesn't hit the toy blocks or anything until the end of the level is cleared. It does get harder here, but again, this isn't where the bullshit truly starts. This level, you have to jump over enemies as Rex continuously runs across. You have to know what's coming up. If you don't know what's coming from behind you or from the right side of the screen, in less than a split second, you're screwed, you're fucked, you die, it's the end of the level. You have to know what's coming. It's one of those levels with trial and error. You're not going to get many chances to learn the pattern, because you're so big along with the other enemies, you have little room and little time to react. As I said earlier, the hitbox detection is hard to tell. There are checkpoints, but even that isn't gonna help much. Level 8 is another boss battle with Buzz again, but this time the real Buzz, not the one from Woody's Nightmare, so this time it's for real. This is horrendous though. Unlike the first boss, this is the real Nightmare. You're supposed to knock this small tire into Buzz, but making it hit him is not easy. But it's easy for him to hit you. He has 2 attacks. One where he runs into you, that's easy. His other attack is this jumping spin attack, and it's the hardest to dodge because of the fucking hitbox detection on him. It's fucking big. It's too big. It's too fucking big. So most of the time, when it looks like he doesn't touch you, he touches you anyway. Yet the tire's hitbox is small. It's possible, but you need to be really good at dodging him. Otherwise, this is crazy hard. And again, if you lose all of your lives, you fuck up, you go back to the beginning. No continues, nothing. Pixar, Toy Story game. Next level is foods and drinks at Pizza Planet. Gotta dodge food dropping off of tables and cans coming out of vending machines. I've never had a vending machine as an enemy in a video game. But yeah, we made it, fellas. We're going against vending machines here. The food is easy to dodge because you just trigger them to drop like icicles and snow levels. They come sort of fast, and trying to time them right is a pain in the ass. Eventually, kids start walking through. When you see a paper airplane, you duck to hide in your cup. Sadly, this one protects you from a kid who for some reason playing with a paper airplane when he's in a damn arcade. It doesn't protect from cans though. Buzz is with you, sure, yeah, but touching him still hurts. Weird, considering this is where Woody and Buzz have to stick together. But I guess bumping into him hurts you too. Woody can't take a single hit in this game, not even from soda cans. I don't understand how a toy can die. I don't understand. I guess Woody just goes limp mode forever. I don't think this level is too hard, just the cans suck. Level 10 is inside the claw machine. I don't think it's supposed to be this big. I guess this is the biggest claw machine in the arcade. You gotta jump across moving platforms, break glass tubes with coins in them, fuses that explode when you get near. Yeah, this level isn't fun, mostly because of the propellers and fuses. It's not easy to dodge these. Then the image I have here shows a secret path that leads to what I mentioned before, the other 1-up. Yup, in a hidden area. Why hide the only other physical 1-up when there's not many anywhere? There's only 2 throughout the whole game. I believe grown folks can only beat this game. Give a controller to a 9-year-old who knows about Toy Story, they won't be able to beat it. I believe they won't. Level 11 is even deeper in the claw machine, and it's Doom Wolfenstein. Okay, so you're in a 3D level this time, saving aliens. You grab one and you bring them back to the exit to release before you can collect another. It's not a hard level once you know where everything is, as well as the damn exit, but that's not the issue. It's that moving through these corridors is too tight. It's like you have no room to enter. The layout is pretty small and there's no enemies. It's just navigating through the passages and you get stuck in the middle. Like, how? Again, serious issues with hitbox detection, so it thinks you're walking into a wall. So yeah, it's not hard, just annoying to move. Level 12. Now you're fighting the claw itself. The claw machine is a boss. Or rather, Sid controlling it actually. Anyways, this boss battle is pure bullshit. You're supposed to make Sid waste his money by attacking the claw. Yes, this boss battle consists of wasting this kid's money, but it's very unclear what to do. You think you can just whack the aliens at the claw or something, but no. You're being too smart. You're thinking too strategically. You're supposed to hit the aliens, but after you hit one to be expended into the air, you're gonna hit it again to hit the claw. However, hitbox bullshit again. After you hit the alien to have it in the air, you have to quickly step back enough, just enough, to hit it with your whip. Make sure it's in perfect contact or you screw it up. But wait, you don't just hit the claw. It won't count unless it has buzz, and that's the major problem. If you miss once to hit the claw while it has buzz, it's already too late. Once the claw drags buzz off screen, you lose, and the claw moves quick. Next is Sid's workbench. Oh man. This level is hippopotamus bullshit. There's these firecrackers, but they shoot randomly. There's spider bots, which are like the trains in the first levels. Some are shorter than others. So you have to whip them while ducking or from lower ground. But it's asked to dodge them. Unlike the third level with death pits where you just lose health, here if you fall it's an immediate loss of life. They really test you with this level. So when climbing those chains, you better jump off at the very edge, the very pixel edge. Level 14, oh, it's still going. It's longer than Ghosts and Goblins at this point. I was serious. Yeah, it's more the same as level 13, but this time, no death. In this one, you're mostly swinging up these ropes. But it's a bit of a hassle to try to get your pull string on the higher hooks as you swing upward. Then you meet up with Buzz trying to karate chop these guys, but what the fuck? You really can't tell if you're hitting these guys or how to time them because again, these freaking hitboxes. Here, the detection to hit them is so small, it's smaller than Ash from Rainbow Six Siege, I swear to God. And when you move back to hit them, it's not enough, and you end up getting hit by the other anyway. Getting your ass jumped. Woody gets his ass jumped. Get a load of this! Level 15! Basically like level 7, but even more fucked up. Now you got Spud chasing you who ends up taking half of the screen, and they throw these bombs and missiles at you like holy shit, they really want you dead, they really want Woody dead, dude. Being a big sprite in such a small screen, it's impossible. It's nothing like level 7, and even that is hard to pass, but this is chaotic. Level 16, still going, yes it is still going. We're going back to level 5's controls, but this one is more of a freaking maze. It's hard to see around it. You end up driving into walls or obstacles. Not like level 5, it's much easier to waste your batteries here. It's not too hard, but again, this is pretty bad. Oh, I better get batteries as fast as I can or else I waste energy. Stressful paranoia here. We are finally at the last level, level 17. More levels than the chapters in Dead Space. Why am I making this comparison? This is the scene where Buzz and Woody ride the rocket into Andy's mother's van. Try to say that 2 times fast. But shit, this is hard. It's also like level 7 and 15, just flying. Gotta dodge cars, trucks, traffic lights, including the traffic light wires. I swear to God, Woody has had quite a day, quite a week, or however long this took. This is just... this toy just does not get a break, no wonder. Yeah, so don't fly above traffic lights. You also dodge trees. This would be okay, but you need good reflexes and memory, or perfect ones. But it's hard because of how fast you're going. If the speed was toned down, this would be fine. That's the problem with 7, 15, and 17. If the speed was slower and the sprites in 7 and 15 were smaller, these wouldn't be that bad, I swear. This would be at least possible, or maybe more health drops or 1-ups for instead of 2. You end up passing the moving truck, but then you go in front and have to wait at the very bottom right corner here because he had closed in by the truck. Then you finally make it to the van. There's a star you can collect, though not sure why, this is like the last level. We get our last scene, and that's the game. This is it. This is what we get. But wait, with how ridiculous the difficulty is in this game, how'd I beat it? Easy. I used cheat codes. Yeah, that's right. To get to the 16th, 17th level, I couldn't take it anymore. I've played most of it through torturing myself just to make this review. And at the end, I just said fuck it. I had to. And by the way, it's not in the USA version. The password system is not in the USA version. They do not care about you playing this. They do not. But no, in the Japanese version, yeah, there is an alternate version with the password system. I am angry that they thought it was possible for kids. You guys see it now, right? I was simply nostalgic for this game. I came back, I played it, it was still impossible, now I'm angry. I thought it was just me being a kid, like, oh, okay, I couldn't beat it back then, makes sense. Still can't beat it. I can't beat it without the password system. If anyone can beat it without the password system, you're a Toy Story god. This makes Toy Story 2 look like a walk in the park compared to this game. For the claw machine alone, I had to use save states. In conclusion, this game was only fair until level 7. It has major issues with hitbox detection, and 2 very strict on giving lives and health. Collecting stars, having them register after beating a level that I couldn't even beat the level. How do they expect little kids to do this? Hell, the credits don't even have music. Sad. They probably thought they wouldn't beat this. They knew it. They knew we wouldn't beat this. They knew it. It's upsetting because the game has good animations, decent graphics, the music is good. It's mainly the gameplay and difficulty and what ruins it. I thought Tiny Toons and Animaniacs were the hardest, but no, this takes the cake, dude. It's up there with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and we know AVGN shouted that out. Batman Forever for the SNES. If you don't believe me, try it yourself. Here's the controller. One of my favorite movies, one of the most shitty games.